All right, guys. So here's the app, D Scout, with this little black and white symbol right here. That's the app right there. It's called D Scout. So, um, down here you explore where it says explore down here on the bottom, and you just look through here. These express ones up here, it means that they are like quick. So you can do these within like minutes to make money. Some can take up to, I don't know, um, some can be 5 minutes, some can be 30 minutes, okay? But the reason why it's an express as well is because these down here where it says applications, these require you to submit a video in order to be qualified. Now, you won't get qualified for all of these, okay? I have gone through different ones. We'll come back to this, but I want to show you how much I have actually made, okay? So, well, let's go to the middle, right here at the bottom with this little rocket at the very bottom. I'm going to click on that. So it shows the missions. It shows the missions that you are currently on where it says open, and it shows the ones that are closed. So right here under open, invitations, it will show if you apply for one, and sometimes they come back with that same day. Sometimes they can take up to 2 weeks. I have had some that came like, and I pretty much forgot about it, you know. So it'll show the invitations that you got, but it'll show the ones that are in progress as well, okay? So the closed ones, these are the ones that I have already done. And as you can see, I just completed one on March 9th and I got $25 for it. I just completed one before that on March 1st. So if I go all the way back, look, this is when I started, January 10th, 2024. All right, so it's been 2 years. Now, again, keep in mind, if I had been doing these more consistently, I would have gotten more. So you see my first one was $10. This was $75. Just so you know, they pay through PayPal. And I am going to actually go on my PayPal and show you guys like the deposits, okay? So, but you see different ones. Look, there's one for 75, 60, $5, okay? $100, 150. You see that? 100. So they're all shapes and sizes. That says $1, but that was actually, sometimes it was actually for more. It was like $100 because I got invited back to a another survey thing, you know, with the same company, so they added that on there. So let's go over here to this cup, okay, next to missions. This will show how much I've made. These are my rewards. So look at that. Earned to date was $1,208, right? And so all of these, yeah, sometimes they have live ones. You see this right here. There's another live one. There's another live, and the live just means you're on a Zoom, you know, or Teams, but for the most part, I think I've only done Zoom, where they actually just get you on there and they ask you questions, you know, ask you questions about, it could be anything. The behind the scenes live was, let me click on it. Let's see. Actually, let me go back here to missions and let me find behind the scenes. So look at this. Okay. So behind the scenes, you've completed this. Want to show off how you really watch your favorite shows and movies at home? Let's chat for 60 minutes about your setup. What's amazing, what's annoying, and what you change. This was all about my setup for my home entertainment center, which only consisted of my computer and 2 little speakers, okay? But that's what that is. And remember I told you about that $1 one? Well, it still shows $1, but yet and still, it was more than that. Okay, they paid me more. So over here, like I said, year to date, since January 2024, I've earned $1,208. Okay, and they all get deposited. See, look, they do stuff with social media. It's like, it's so many different things. So this is what I'm gonna do now. Let's go over to my PayPal. I already have it pulled up. I'm going to block out my information just so you know. But I want you to see me logging in and pulling up my actual PayPal. I only use this PayPal for D-Scout, honestly. As you can see, it says the Precious Pearl. It's but I didn't put the other E yet. Either way, right now I have $45 in there. That's from what D-Scout just deposited. See that right there? Recent activity. Remember I told you I just did one on the 9th and I did another one on the 1st? They just deposited that in there. Okay, payment from. You see that? So let's look at, let me see. Let me pull up the activity for them. So let me search. I'm just going to search D-Scout. Okay? Yeah, let's search them. And let's see everything. So look at this. These are all my payments. See that? Like they literally pay you. They pay you. They pay you. Now I could go further back. You know what I'm saying? I could put the settings in and go further back, but you see that they pay you. So let's get out of there. And let's go back here to D-Scout. Now I'm going to show you a simple one. We'll do a simple example. Okay. So this one right here, this first one, $20. You see that little icon with the computer? That'll show you that if you qualify for it, you'll have to finish it on the computer. So I'm not going to do that one. Let's click on this one, the $10 one. Because if it doesn't have a computer on it, you can finish it on your phone. Okay, so look at this. Join a short research study to share candid feedback on a digital experience. If selected, you'll complete a 5 to 10 minute survey on your mobile device. So it'll tell you right here, like you apply on mobile, answer questions, complete with 120 minutes. A lot of those express ones, they want you to complete it within that amount of time, 2 hours. And it'll tell you right here, time to complete mission about 2 minutes. So let's just, and they always pay you 8 days after, okay? Because I guess they have to, just check stuff. But I've never not gotten paid. You know what I'm saying? Some you have daily missions where if it's paying big, it'll actually, it'll be a mission where you got to complete it within 3 days or 5 days. I had one where it was like 5 days, but it was a big payment. Like, I think that was the 150. So anyway, here, let's click on this. See if you qualify at the bottom. Okay, what is your age? Now, they won't tell you, like, why you didn't qualify, but, like, just know that it'll say, sorry, you don't qualify, or you're qualified, whatever. So let's just keep going. You answer the questions. Which of the following apps have you used in the past 30 days? I don't use a lot of apps, guys. Like, I really don't. So a lot of these things I get disqualified for because, number one, I don't want to lie. Now, I did use Facebook, but I'm not on Facebook, but I used it to get on there for a minute. So I'm just going to put that. But see, like, now if I hadn't put anything, like, it would have said that. So now this is what it'll say. Sorry, this message is not a good fit for you. Return home. Let me see. Let's do this one just to see. Just so you can see how it is. So, healthcare. Welcome and thank you for joining this mission. We are trying to understand how people like you manage their health day to day. There's no right or wrong answer. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, apply on mobile, complete on desktop, answer questions, complete. Okay. Time to complete, about 22 minutes. So, let's just see. Let's see if I qualify. Okay, it'll always ask you this. If you have to complete it on a desktop, it'll always say, if you apply and qualify for this mission, you'll be required to immediately switch to a desktop or a laptop to complete the paid mission. Are you willing and able to meet this requirement? Yes or no? So I click yes. What kind of health insurance do you have? Well, let me see. We're in between right now. So I'm just going to put that one. Yeah, see? I don't know. We're in between healthcare right now. Okay, guys? Anyway, so, okay. So I'm just going to do this on my off time. But how you evaluate people online. So let's look at this one. The applications. This is the last one I'm going to do. So the applications are the ones that, what is it like? You have to complete it with a video submission. Okay, any of these. But you can see, look. They have so many different kinds. Considering an attorney for your recent claim, merchant, let's see. Look, your shopping, your work tool set. Like this right here, I wouldn't qualify for something like that, because it's like, what do you use to get work done? In this study, we're looking to understand the types of tools used in a variety of, you know what I'm saying, roles. But it's like a lot of those are for like, you know, they have it for people of all different backgrounds, health and fitness. But first, coffee. Like probably what kind of coffee you drink. Let's see. Do you live, work in NYC and regularly purchase a coffee or a morning beverage to start your day? See, I don't live there, so I wouldn't qualify for that. But let's just go to this one. How you evaluate people online. Let's see. We're interested in learning how people make sense of information about others online. This short 2-part mission, no longer than 10 minutes each mission, will be focused on your natural approach and what you pay attention to. Both parts will take place the week of March 16th, 2026. Okay, so let's just see. Look at this. It says answer questions, record your screen. So this is pretty cool because I don't have to do a video submission, but a lot of times there are other steps. And with the express ones, you find out right then if you qualify. With the other applications like these, you don't find out right then. Okay, so let's see. It takes about 6 minutes. If you guys can hang around for about 6 minutes, let's see. Well, see, here's another question. I don't do a lot of this. Which of the following social media platforms do you currently have an account with? It's just Reddit. So let's see. Look at that. I don't qualify. But somebody who has those other ones, okay, they would, you know what I'm saying? You would qualify. You would qualify. So I just wanted to show you guys that. Like I said, this is how much I've made year to date. You can make money off this. Okay? You can make money off this. So I hope it helped you guys. Let me know in the comments if you checked it out and if it helped you. Okay?